Hi family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming back. It's always so good to have you. And if you're new here, my name is Ruth, and on this channel I talk about wholesome purposeful living and just a little bit about the law. It's a way of giving back value, I guess. So anyway, I'm just here for a quick video. I was just looking at my hair, guys. I finally did my hair after a few months of just looking rather. So, and I was just thinking a lot about comfort zones and how my hair is really, especially this color, has like a backstory about comfort zones. So ever since my husband and I got married a little over 3 years ago now, he, anyway, not always, anytime I cared to ask his opinion about what color should I do, honey, to my hair, he would always suggest, oh, you know what, you should do like a brown, or I don't know. But naturally, I gravitate towards like blacks, off blacks, and maybe like if I'm pushing or stretching, I'll usually go like with a maroon. And like when I say maroon, I'm not like bright maroon, like maybe the color of my curtains in the back. I mean like maroon close to black, burgundy-ish. Even this is burgundy, but usually anyway, I'll stick with the darker colors. So this time I went to the salon. I said, you know what, I'll surprise him. I'll do something brighter. So yeah, this is how this color came about, and I have to tell you, he's been so excited about this hair. I mean, it's also growing on me, but if I'll get as many compliments as I have, I mean, my husband is generally going to compliment your food or whatever, or how you look. He's good at that, but like this hair has taken it a notch higher. So if you see me in a blonde, please do not be surprised. I'm here for the compliments from my husband. So anyway, talking about comfort zones, for a long time when I went to the salon, and it's not that I never thought about doing a different color or doing the color he would suggest. I'll think about it and I'll go to the salon, and every time I look at the wig before they start making it, I'm like, guys, my skin tone won't go with that color. It will be too bright. I'll look weird, and everyone will be like, yeah, what is Bupe trying to do? Yeah, and so I'll go to the salon, look at the color, and I'm just like, no, we're going back home. We're not going to do that. And I realized I was always in my hair comfort zone. And yeah, for a long time I just did that. And then this comfort zone thing just came to my mind, and I thought, hey, let me just make the video. So yeah, I thought about Abraham, right? Like God gave him a promise. You're going to be the father of many nations, and you will have all this stuff and this stuff. But he sent him into a different land, and Abraham also went through the most. Two people wanted to marry his beautiful wife. He was left in a sort of dry and barren land by his nephew. Yeah, he just went through the most also. But the benefits of what came out of it was he did have his baby, and all of us are here as Father Abraham's children now. And then you look at the life of Moses. Moses ran away from his land as a criminal because he murdered someone. And then God says, go and save my people in that same land. Like, dude, I have a criminal record in that place, and you send me back there to go and save people. So even he had to leave his place of comfort to go and do something in a different land. And then we also have Noah. Noah had never seen rain in his life. But God says, you'll build an ark because it's gonna rain. And you know what he did? He believed God's word, and he had that cause. And he built the ark. He built the ark on faith. And it's so great. Now some female examples. You have Ruth, who followed the woman who she was not related to in any way. And she went and found herself in the line of the Messiah, Jesus Christ. How great is that? And we also have Mary, who obediently carried Jesus, not knowing she was carrying God in her womb. And like she didn't know that what she was carrying would change the course of life. And I mean, granted, Jesus knew what he was doing, but to be fair, he left heaven. You can't compare earth and heaven. He was like God doing his thing. He's the one who did creation. I mean, heaven is like streets of gold. To come to dust, to die for people who will betray you, insult you, reject you, sell you for things. But he came anyway. And that's the power of knowing who you are and like what your purpose is and what you're supposed to be doing, and believing it and knowing that God is on your side. And maybe someone would argue and say, but you know what? God spoke to those people. To be fair, God has left us the Bible. He's left us so many promises, so many instructions, but how are we living that out? And sometimes we're staying in comfort zones, like bad relationships where, like your whole relationship is a red flag. It may not even be abusive, but you're just not growing. You're just not vibing at the same level. And, like, you even know in your heart, what I mean. Those people who are in those relationships know what I mean. And it's not just about a bad day, like you're not getting on about something. I'm talking about, like, that you shouldn't be in that relationship, but you're just like, oh, my friends are getting married, so let me just stick with it. And there's some people who, that the weight issue, and I know weight is like a tricky situation. I have a weight issue. Yeah, I know that I am a bit on the smaller side, but for my age, I'm expected to be a bit bigger. And so I try to eat a lot. And this is not even something, like, it's become a running joke in my life. But you're so small and you eat so much. I'm like, yeah, in my mind, I'm like, we could have this conversation about why I'm so small and I eat a lot. But I have a goal. I'm trying to gain weight because I need it. I'm constantly dizzy. My blood pressure drops a lot. And if I don't gain some weight, it's a problem. For me, I could just fall and pass out and go, So even if I don't care to explain to people why, what is how, I know what it is, But there's someone else on the spectrum of weight on the other side who they have told you that if you exceed this by a few kgs, you might place yourself in a dangerous situation. But people are not doing anything about it. And with weight, they say that, it's about consistency, It's not so much about the stressful regime of going to the gym and whatever. And it's just about consistency. Do you walk around the block for 20 minutes every day? That will go a long way. It's just about regulating your portions. And it's hard to do. It's very, very hard to do. But, like, are you committed to the cause? And the danger with being human is we're always looking for an easy way out. We want the harder thing. And I always, like, I try to tell people, like, my meals are very erratic because I feel like eating is such a waste of time. So when I find food and I'm like, okay, this is the time to eat, I'll eat it quickly, and I eat and try and eat as much as I can so that I don't feel hungry. But even that is bad for my health condition because I have to be like eating on a regime at the right times, but I have to try. So it's very, very hard. And yes, like, my friends and I are always laughing about this. It's a running joke, but eating is I find it very, very hectic. I don't like to cook much. People think that, because I cook okay, maybe I like it. No, I don't really. But my point is, we all have to do the hard things to get to where we want to do. It's not about looking for an easy way out. So you have a degree. Is that enough? I mean, could you get your master's? Could you learn a new skill? Is there a way that you could earn more apart from complaining about, oh, the government has done this or they haven't done that, my employer doesn't like me? Like, what are you doing on your end and on your end of the responsibility curve to do the right thing? So yeah, I'm just thinking a lot about comfort zones and the importance of getting out of them. And yeah, it's just about a growth mindset, and I just really want to grow. So anyway, I'm just really happy that I have been complimented. Now he's not around to compliment it further, but it's fine. We'll plot again and we'll get more compliments. Tell me in the comments below what your comfort zone has been and how you got out of it and how you can help someone else get out of it, like baby steps. And again, because it doesn't have to be instant where you pack your things like when Abraham, you move to a different land. It can be gradual. Identify that this is a comfort zone and it can cost your life, and then get out of it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be instant. Okay, bye for real now. I'm going to start doing the payments, which I've been putting off since Friday. So I do the next one, which I think will be soon because I am on leave and I love to make these videos. So I am sure you'll see me a lot in the next couple of weeks on here. But also I post a little more frequently on my Instagram, which is also Wisdom and the Word, or you can follow my personal page as well, which is, I think, Ube1805 on Instagram. Yeah, 1805. Check out what I do as a business. I sell scarves. Yeah, and I'm also on Facebook as Wisdom and the Word. Yeah, till the next one. This is Ube. I have to love and leave you. Peace. Guys, I'm still learning the peace sign. Peace. Bye.